Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates, Allison is a freaking nutball. That is such a wackadoo. Like, she is nuts. Like, Chelsea is sitting here trying to show some concern because you're claiming that you were being abused by your husband, or so it happens here and there. Because Allison basically is saying that, oh, it doesn't happen all the time, just when I, piss him off, or, I do something to make him mad or whatever. It don't matter. If you're really being abused, it's never okay, not even once. And Chelsea really tried to be there for her. Allison kept turning that shit around as, oh, you're here for me. That means you still care. Oh, you still care about me. What we had was real. That's how I know this girl faking it. Because she keeps flipping it. You know what I'm saying? It's like total, just stalker vibes, narcissism. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And Chelsea was like, of course I care. She said, I would care about any woman that's being abused. It don't matter who they are. It could be a chick on the street that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, naturally, you're going to care. But Allison is taking it another way. And, Chelsea tried to call for some help, because she was trying to call Bill to see what her legal options are. And Allison flipped out, like a flip switched on her. She just got irate. She was like, no, you're trying to put my business out in the street. Oh, I should have never confided in you. Or you don't care about me. All you care about is Madison, Madison, Madison. Get out of my room. I was like, oh, God. I was like, where is all this coming from? Like, she was just acting a fool. Like, just flipping out. And, even Madison was telling Chelsea, she was like, you need to, take the blinders off when it comes to this girl. Because Madison don't believe she's really being abused, and I don't either. I don't believe it. I feel like it's some trickery going on. Because here she is in a hospital. Nobody's calling Craig. Nobody's texting Craig to get his side of this and find out what's going on. Craig hasn't popped up anywhere. Where is Craig? That's what I want to know. Like, I'm starting to think she did something to that man. Because he's, coincidentally missing. And Madison feels like everything Allison has been doing lately is sheer coincidence. It can't be a coincidence. Like, come on now. Popping up everywhere they are. Now you talking about your husband beating on you. And instead of getting some help, you berate Chelsea for trying to get you some help. Then on top of that, instead of going to the hospital when you were allegedly beat, you go track down Chelsea. All of this is like some fatal attraction type stuff. I'm like, Chelsea need to get out of this. And I was happy when Chelsea went back to her room and you notice how Allison's attitude shifted again, where she apologized and all this type of stuff. And Chelsea was like, listen, I wish you well. I hope you get some help. I hope you leave Craig or, one or the other or both. But she said, I can't be on this journey with you. She said, I'm not going to visit you again. Please don't contact me again. I'm good. I'm done. Good luck. And I'm glad she did that, but we all know this ain't the end of it. Because every time Chelsea says that she's done with her, she's with Madison, Allison sees this as some type of challenge to go even harder. And I feel like that's exactly what she's about to do. She's about to crank up the crazy even more. Chelsea need to get some security or something. A protective order, like you need to get you something. Madison need to get a protective order because I got a feeling Allison probably gonna try to snuff Madison out so that way, she can get so she can get Chelsea to herself. Like, Allison is bugged. Homegirl ain't wrapped too tight. She's really not. She got some serious screws loose. She remind me of Homegirl in the thin line between love and hate. Even though, Lynn Whitfield, she played the hell out of that role, but her character Brandy wasn't messing with nobody. She done told Martin Lawrence's character, listen, I ain't looking for nobody. She done brushed him off. He kept pursuing her. And she done told him, I could be a little crazy. I done shot somebody. He still pursued. But that's just what it is. It's like all type of crazy. And Chelsea needs to, get a better handle on this because this ain't good. Like, or at least, if Allison, I just feel like if Allison comes around her one more time, I would start looking for Craig if I was her. If I was Chelsea, I'd start digging into that. Start trying to find out what happened to Craig because he's been very quiet about all of this. Like, not popping up at the hospital, not texting Chelsea, calling Chelsea, nothing. I would start looking into him. He ain't been at Uptown, and he normally there. He ain't been there, so where is he? Like, it's just very strange. So anyway, moving on from that. So Kat comes over to the house to talk to Nicole. She overheard part of Nicole's conversation about telling the family the truth or whatever, or about telling truths. So Nicole was about to tell Kat about Martin and his situation, but of course here come Jacob coming up in there, unofficial police business. So he's there about the strangulation that happened at Orphe Jeans when Nicole had her hands around Leslie throat. I'm like, first of all, wouldn't they be sending an officer for that and not no detective? Like, I'm just saying. And then on top of that, they wouldn't send Jacob. They should be sending somebody else because Jacob is family. That's a conflict of interest. So he was basically there about it, trying to talk to her alone. Nicole wasn't having that. And Kat wasn't going nowhere anyway. Kat was actually quite surprised by what she heard about the incident that happened at Orphe Jean, especially when Nicole was basically like she wished that she succeeded in strangling that heifer, strangling her to death or whatever. She wished she succeeded. But of course, she was like, listen, that's just hyperbole. She was like, don't be writing that down. But they ain't got no security cameras, and he basically talking to witnesses at this point, trying to contact witnesses to get their statement about what happened. So as of right now, he's not making any arrests. He's just trying to figure out what happened. So of course, Nicole went to go see Leslie because she ain't even, Kat wanted to get back to their conversation about, what Nicole was going to tell her. But Nicole said, nah, that could wait. I got something I need to go do. So she went to go confront Leslie about it. And as soon as she saw Leslie's little bruise on her neck, she looked at that shit. She was like, that is purple eyeshadow. Like, come on now. You don't put makeup on your neck to look like I strangled your ass? Really, Leslie? Like, Nicole was like, get the hell on somewhere with this. And she told her, she was like, your little plan, she said, it's gonna backfire. She said, basically called her a failure. She was like, your little plan is a failure, just like you. Like, Nicole is not playing with Leslie. Like, she is not here for the homegirl. And Leslie basically put it out there like, okay, that's just one attempt. She was like, I'm gonna try again. Basically putting it out there that she gonna continue to come after Nicole. She gonna find another way to come at her or whatever. And it's time for Nicole to get in her ass. Like, I'm sorry, but Nicole need to eradicate herself from her. Like, seriously, Nicole needs to start coming up with her own plans to deal with her. Because obviously Ted is not gonna do it. Ted is such a he's so weak. Like, when Leslie came to his door, he should have sent her on her way. He allowed her to just walk past him and come right into the room. He gonna close the door. Why would you close the door and be in a room with her? Like, why? That was so stupid. And then she trying to milk this little fake injury, being all dramatic, trying to get him to treat her. Ted was like, them damn bruises will go away. He was like, it'll go away. Stop being dramatic. But I'm like, Ted, those bruises are not real. Like, come on now. You should be able to look at it and tell those are not real bruises. I don't care how good the makeup is. You could tell. He said, I didn't know. I didn't think Nicole, choked you that hard. I didn't realize she choked you that hard. Because she didn't, fool. Not enough to leave that kind of bruise. She literally had her hand around her throat for all of 5 seconds. Not enough to create a bruise like that. Come on, Ted. You ain't that dumb. And Leslie is basically trying to manipulate him, talking about which mother-daughter duo, are you really going to rock with, basically? Because is it going to be the ones that are here for you or the ones that's constantly doing the attacking? And she's in there rubbing her finger, her hands down his chest and stuff like that. And he just taking this big old swallow looking dumb. Like he contemplating knocking that down. Ted is weak. But yet he claimed he want to save his marriage. Sir, your marriage is done. I'm just waiting for Nicole to file the divorce papers. That's what I'm waiting for her to do. So Jacob, after she leaves, Jacob comes over there or whatever to get his statement about what happened. And Ted basically was like, listen, I'm trying to save my marriage, not bury it. And Jacob reminded him, he was like, you ain't really got to testify against her. Like, you don't have to make a statement against your wife because y'all married. So he was like, all right, I ain't got nothing to say then. Like, duh, you shouldn't have nothing to say. Like, it shouldn't even be a thought to even whether or not you would say something or not. You should have immediately told him, no, I ain't got nothing to say. Because even if she choked the hell out of Leslie, so what? So, it ain't nothing she ain't deserve. She deserved to get choked up, held, smacked up, everything else. Ted is a fool. Ted is such a fool. I'd be so happy Nicole filed them papers. You could do better. Go to Carlton. Go get you some. Like, at this point, she might as well. So anyway, moving on from that. Tomas. He's sitting over here lip locking with Eva and then got the audacity to yet again tell Eva Kat's business. He basically put it out there that Kat is like a mean girl, basically. Like, she's not always nice. And why would you say any of that? I mean, yeah, she got mean girl vibes, but it's not like it's for nothing. Her being a mean girl to Eva is justified, in my opinion. After everything Eva done did, Eva wants to sit here and still try to blame her little mother for it. Talking about, oh yeah, well, she's not wrong because my mother had me doing things. No, you did them because you wanted to do them. Yeah, your mother manipulated you, but you're not innocent in this. You're a grown person with a mind of your own and still chose to do these things. So the blame don't fully go on your mama. You got to take that too, you know. And then he put it out there that him and Kat haven't been having sex. Like, talking about she a virgin and stuff. And, you know, I didn't like how it was put out there, like, trying to shame her or whatever for being a virgin. You know, because Tomas shouldn't have put that out there. You know, Eva told me, oh, I always thought Kat was worldly and stuff. She is worldly. She travels. She traveled the world. She done been out here, but that don't mean she giving the cookie out. Being worldly does not mean you out here squirming. That's not what being worldly is. That's not what that is. Just because you out here maybe giving it up, that's on you. And then Tomas had the nerve to thank Eva, talking about forgiving me what I haven't been getting. I said, wow. But then he also admitted the reason why he kind of, you know, he's glad that he didn't sleep with Kat, because he felt like he was a sex to do, you know, he was on her sexual to do list, basically. Like, Kat was only trying to sleep with him to stop being a virgin. I ain't gonna say he lying about that, because that could be true. That could be true. It could be. But I'm happy that Kat didn't sleep with him for the simple fact that he's clearly wanting to sleep with her sister. Like, clearly you want to knock boots with Eva. It's been obvious for months now. Even when Eva was like, oh, I'm going to go back to my hotel room, he was like, oh, I'll go with you. And then he tried to come up with some little stupid story, oh, just to get the book. You are not going back to her hotel room for no damn book. Stop lying. Like, there's ways of getting that book. Either you can go to the hospital to get it, or she could meet you at your firm. She could meet you at the law firm and give it to you there. Why go up to that girl hotel room? You really trying to knock boots with her. Like, he think he's slick about it, but he not. That's why I want Kat to get away from him. I really do. Get away from him. And don't get me wrong, I ain't even gonna say Eva jacked up for doing what she doing, like kissing on him, because it do take two to kiss, but she clearly is attracted to him. You know what I mean? But I can't be mad at her for that, because she doesn't owe, in my opinion, she doesn't owe Kat anything. Her and Kat don't get along. They're not friends. They're just half sisters. That's it. And they don't rock with each other. So I can't be totally mad at Eva. She doing what some women do. Not all women, but she doing what some do. You know, she going for her. She's attracted to him, and she even admitted to him that he's the only person so far that really understands her, that she's really connected with. You know, she has that kind of chemistry with. Not that she's been trying to date, but it's all wrong to me. And the way that Tomas is handling it is so tired. Like, be a grown man, call Kat, talk to her, be honest with her, and just let her know, like, you're not what I'm looking for. You know, it's not gonna work between us. Like, be a man about it and have that conversation with her instead of being a little boy playing these little games. Because he already know hell gonna get loose when Kat find out about this, and you know she will. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.